We got the two best teams in the AFC with the Kansas City Chiefs facing the Buffalo Bills this weekend. This is a game we marked before the season, Justin. How do you see this thing coming out?
Ooh, this is an exciting game. It's a type of game you tune into whether you're a fan of the Chiefs and Bills or not. Coming into the season, the Chiefs had all the hype. They added to this team. They had some injuries early. They're 9-0. Some people are questioning if it's like the best 9-0. And then you look at the Buffalo Bills. A lot of people were doubting the Buffalo Bills. Would they be able to overcome losing Stephon Diggs, losing some of those veterans on defense? Matt Milano goes down. All of a sudden, Josh Allen just puts the team on his back. James Cook is looking dynamic as ever. They found a rookie in Ray Davis, trade for Amari Cooper, and really have looked dynamic thus far. This is a game. It's going to be hard to pick who's going to win this one out. I wish I could be up there eating buffalo wings and watching this game because it is going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, everybody keeps talking about how good the Chiefs are and how good their coaching staff is. I played for Andy Reid and Spags. What makes them so good, and why are they considered the best coaching staff every single year?
They prepare for everything. They have critical players at critical positions that perform at a very high level in critical times. You know, their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, everybody talks about how good he is, but he's great because he performs his best when it's crunch time. And that's the most important thing a quarterback can have. You know, he's going to get sacked every now and then. He's going to throw a bad ball every now and then. The Chiefs are first on third down. They're 51% conversion rate because they have Patrick Mahomes and he makes a lot of plays off schedule. They can close the door on teams with their defense with Chris Jones and McDuffie, and Spags has an unbelievable blitz plan and a coverage plan. You're never going to know what the hell they're playing on defense. They do not have a weakness in their game. They're not dynamic. They're not dominant at any phase of the game, but they don't have a weakness. So they play great complementary football. Andy Reid has them prepared for every situation. And when you have great preparation and great players to execute your plan, you're going to be 9-0. And guess what? The Chiefs are 9-0.
You mentioned a lot about situational football, and I think that's a very critical piece to winning or losing football games. Everybody talks about this team being 9-0. Colt, should they be 9-0? Should they be 4-5, right? I think a lot of it comes down to critical situations. What do you see?
Yeah, look, this is not a fluke. The Chiefs being 9-0 is not a fluke. They've won some close games, but that's what good teams do. They figure out a way to win, and you guys all touched on it, but they've won games off of special teams, blocking a field goal. Jay mentioned they don't have weaknesses. Well, I think they do, and I think that's their receiving core, but they're slowly starting to figure that out. I think Hop is going to help them a ton. Only played his second game last week. My point is it's not a fluke. They've figured out how to win games. Their defense is going to stop everybody. Chris Jones is ridiculous. Their secondary is solid. They're just like any other great team. When you look at all the history of great teams, they figure out ways to win. They play good complementary football. Nothing's complicated. They have a plan each week. I think this week's going to be no different. They got the Bills. It's going to be a tough matchup. Bills are 8-2. They'll have a plan for Josh Allen. Everything goes around him. His ability to extend plays, create plays, almost falling out of bounds and still pumping it 60 yards down. It's unbelievable what Josh Allen does. But no, the Chiefs are 9-0 for a reason. And it doesn't have to just be Patrick Mahomes throwing for 300 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns to win games. They're figuring out week to week, how are we going to win this game? And they're all bought into figuring that out and making it work.
Yeah, you mentioned Josh Allen. Justin, you played against him a few times. Obviously, he's having an unbelievable year, a lot different than I predicted earlier in the year. With the team that he has around him, what do you see whenever you're sitting there every single week turning on the film and he is putting up insane numbers?
It looks like the guys just will die for him. They'll go to war for him. He runs into the end zone, and a DB tries to tackle Josh, not scoring a touchdown. And Spencer Brown and the whole offensive line runs there and tries to rip this guy's face off. I know from knowing a few guys up there, they do O-line dinners together. Like, he's a guy's guy. He's hanging out. He enjoys being around him. He knows the people's families. And I will say this till the cows come home. Like, it is one of the things that goes from good teams to great teams is how they get along with one another. And then he goes out there and puts his body on the line. Now, I think they might have sleptwalked in this Colts game in the first half. He threw some bad interceptions to allow the Colts stay in that game. And he hasn't done that all season long. He's done a great job of taking care of the football, and he's just putting the team on his back. I mean, I look at this as Lamar's probably right now playing the best football of the bunch. Josh is right there, and Patrick Mahomes is, the stats aren't there, but he's finding ways to win. But the way that both those teams and those guys are respected by their teammates is something that I love. And you wish you could play for a quarterback like that. And that's why people go to Buffalo. That's why they go to Kansas City. It'll be interesting to see how the season unfolds. But Josh is having another great year, and he's saving Gruden from having to give you a massage, AQ.
Want to hear a great story about Josh Allen? So we drafted Chase Roulier, a center from Wyoming, the year before Josh Allen came out. And the next year Josh Allen was coming out, I watched Josh Allen on tape. I said, this is a big son of a gun. He's got a strong arm, but he's kind of inaccurate, misses some throws. I asked Chase, I go, hey, Chase, if Josh Allen's there, should we take him? He said, don't even blink, take him. And he walked out of my office. So the respect that he gets from all the players that he plays with. You can see it, like you said, AQ and Justin, that the players want to play hard for him. And I always said, as a head coach, right, when you walk out of the tunnel pregame warm-up and you look at your quarterback, you walk next to him, do you feel like you have a chance to win with this guy? And I guarantee it, McDermott has a feeling every game that he walks out pregame warm-up, he feels like he can win because he has Josh Allen.
Before we continue with the video, I have to ask one favor. Make sure you are liking, subscribing, and turn on those notifications. If you like this type of content, if you like hearing us talk football, hit that notification button. So every time we drop a video, it is coming straight to you.
Both these guys are quarterbacks. It doesn't matter who's around them. They're going to make every single person around them better. Jay, I'm going to give you 2 sentences. I want you to finish both of these. The Chiefs will win this game because... the Bills will win this game because.
Well, Chiefs will win this game because of their experience in critical situations and knowing how to win. And if they keep it close, they'll find a way to win at the end. The Bills will win this game if they jump out on the Chiefs' ass early and they get a nice 2-score lead and force the Chiefs into, holy cow, now what do we do? Obviously, Patrick Mahomes knows what to do, but I think the Chiefs got to get out early and get confidence among their whole football team. They don't want to keep this thing close. They got to get out early and pound them early and give everybody in that building on that sideline for Buffalo, hey, we are better than these guys. We are going to kick their ass. We don't want to give the Chiefs any momentum. Let's get on them early.
Yeah, this is a matchup you definitely want to see late in the season. Colt, who do you got?
I think I like the Bills right now. I mean, I know it'd be a huge upset. Chiefs are 9-0, but when I watch Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, part of me looks like Pat is dealing with some injuries. I don't know if it's his ankle. I don't know if he's got a few other injuries going. I just feel like he's obviously a tough guy. He's not going to miss games. He's going to play every week. We know that. He's one of the best in the game, best ever. I think on the flip side, I think Josh Allen's healthy. They figured out, we talked about the Chiefs figuring out ways to win. Well, the Bills have figured out ways to win too. Losing their weapons, like Justin said, I just think the Bills have a chance to do something. It probably means a little bit more to them. I think it's a great opportunity for Buffalo to come out on top, and I think they will.
There is one weakness to the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's the left tackle position. They've gone through it. They had the rookie that was in there. They brought in Wanya Morris. He went down in the last game, and every single play you see Pat drop back there, he's looking over his left shoulder because he had a tremendous amount of pressure coming off that left side. If you can get to Pat early, Von Miller's back from suspension. You have the pass rushes that the Buffalo Bills have. It is going to make for a long day if he can't protect his blind side. And that's where I think the advantage lies in this game. It's an obvious weakness of the Chiefs. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a midweek signing, a Donovan Smith, a DJ Humphries, a David Bakhtiari. With all that being said, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in football. He's going to find a way to win this game in Buffalo. But to win the Super Bowl, they need to address that left tackle position.
Want to win money watching football? With Underdog, you could win up to 1,000 times your cash just by picking higher or lower on your favorite player's stats, like whether or not your team's running back will score a touchdown this weekend. Millions of fans have won billions of dollars on Underdog. Will you be next? Sign up now to get a free pick for your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Download the Underdog app or visit UnderdogFantasy.com to get started today.